A very good morning, children. Today we are going to see a lesson that is from 4th unit. We are going to see the section A, an adventure. The name of the lesson is an adventure. So here in the picture you can see a person climbing the snowy mountain, right? It's a kind of adventure, right? Because you know what is an adventure is? It's a kind of daring act, right? It's an exciting act, right? So full of courage you do that particular act. So that is called as an adventure. So now come to the page number 47. We'll go ahead with the unit which is called as an adventure. Let's go, said Seema, or it will be time for lunch before we know it. So here a girl is speaking and her name is Seema. Seema is talking to some person, and what she was telling is let's go, otherwise it would be time for lunch and we will not even know that's a time for lunch. Yes, let's go towards the old temple, said Arun, her cousin. So Seema was talking to Arun. Arun is cousin of Seema. That means these both were cousins. Okay, they were cousins. So Seema and Arun, right? They have come to a particular place, and Arun was saying that okay, then let's go to the old temple. So let's go towards the old temple. That is what Arun said. Now, where these two people are, we'll go to the next paragraph. As always, they had come to Vishnapur for a vacation with their grandparents. It was a small, quiet town surrounded by green hills and some ancient ruins. So, right, this is the place. They have come to a place which is called as Vishnapur. Vishnapur is a nice village. Okay, so these two children, that is both cousins, that is Seema and Arun, they used to come to this particular place which is called as Vishnapur, okay, to spend vacation with their grandparents. That means Seema's and Arun's grandparents, they lived in Vishnapur. So during vacation, maybe summer vacation, maybe Dasara vacation, Sankranti vacation. So we have a lot of vacations like that. So during some vacation, they usually come to spend time with their grandparents. In the same way, they have come to Vishnapur to spend some time with their grandparents. So now this Vishnapur is a very small town. It is surrounded by some green hills around there, and there are some ancient ruins, that is some of the forts, some of the caves which are built and which are spoiled, right, which are broken down into pieces, like which are ancient. That means very old. They are very, very old and decayed kind of buildings, right? For example, if you take our Warangal fort, they're all ruins, ancient ruins. So there's no fort, but you can see all the stones on which which shows that there was a fort over there and the kings used to stay there. So that kind of fort they loved going for walks and spent hours exploring the old temple in a fort nearby. So these two children, they loved going for walks. So whenever it is in the morning or when they have nice time and all, they used to go out for a walk. And especially they spend a lot of time in research, right? In just searching something, okay, just travel through to explore, okay, the old temple in a fort nearby. So there was a fort, okay, in the sense kota, right? So they used to go to that particular fort, and there was a temple, old temple over there. So they used to explore that particular temple. So they love to do that every time when they come here. Sometimes when they went into the kingdom, went into the fort and all, they pretended, they enacted like they were the rulers of the ancient kingdom. They used to say that I'm the king of this, I'm the queen of this particular kingdom, and they used to act as king and queen or some other characters. At the time when they come, they also love to play hide and seek in that particular fort. So they used to play what? Hide and seek, right? So you know what is hide and seek? Somebody will hide and the other person will look for him, right? So that is how they used to play the hide and seek in that particular fort. So as now it was a playtime for them. So immediately Arun shouted, "Catch me if you can," and shouted Arun, and he ran ahead. So Arun, he said that, catch me if you can. He shouted that, and immediately he ran from that place. And now he's no more seen. He just ran, and then Seema replied, "I will catch you in a minute. I will catch you in a minute." And then she also followed Arun. Arun was soon out of sight, and he went around the corner. So Arun, he was soon out of the sight. So he just turned around at the corner, and then he was not seen at all. And then he was out of sight. That is, now Seema could not see Arun. Seema knew that what the favorite place of him, where he usually hides and all. So, and she smiled, thinking that, I know your hiding place. I just know that. So within no time I will catch you. That is what Seema thought. So, and also she thought that he won't escape me. So Seema knows that he can't escape him, because she knows his favorite hiding place. She ran towards she ran down the hill towards the old temple. So now she ran down the old temple like this, down the hill. Okay, she ran down the hill, and here is the old temple. Okay, here are some caves and all. So when Seema ran down the hill towards the temple, she ran towards the temple so that she wanted to find Arun, because it was Arun's hiding place, favorite hiding place. So she went there and she looked for Arun, but she was shocked and surprised to see Arun was not there. She couldn't find Arun over there. So she thought that, okay, he must have gone to the cave. There is some other cave that is also Arun's favorite place. So she thought, okay, maybe Arun will be hiding over there, so I should go and find out Arun. And that cave, it was behind some creepers, because it's an old caves and all, like there will be some creepers over there. So she went behind the creepers and entered into the cave. And she was saying, Arun, I'm here. Arun, I'm here. And where are you? Seema called out. She reached the cave. She was calling. She was yelling, Arun, I am here. Where are you? And surprisingly, there was no reply. Surprisingly, there was no reply at all, and Seema could not see anyone. So Seema was standing there, but she could not see anyone. And she thought that, okay, I should enter the cave now so that I can see Arun. So she thought of entering the cave, and suddenly she thought she saw a paper. She saw a paper, okay, which was fallen there, and it was crumpled. It was crumpled. That means it was a bit broken into pieces. Okay, it was a crumpled paper over there. So she took the paper and she opened that, and then it was written like this. Okay, it was written like this. So now what is this? It is CLP. What is this? It is CLP. How odd. How could somebody write these kind of letters? So she unfolded the paper and she saw it was only CLP written on that. So how could someone write CLP? What's the meaning of this CLP? So how odd. And she was looking at the paper. Just then Arun came there. And he was saying, Seema, where are you? I was looking for you. And where did you go? Here, said Seema to Arun, who was standing at the entrance of the cave. I was looking for you. Here, I'm here, said Seema. And she said that I'm standing at the entrance of the cave. And Arun came there, and he said that I was looking for you. And okay, that's okay, but what you have got in your hand? Asked Arun. So what is that you have got in your hand? What is that you have in your hand? I see some kind of paper in your hand. What is that? It's nothing. It's just a piece of paper. You know what is written in it? It is only CLP which is written on this paper. It's just a piece of paper. And said Seema, and she was about to throw the paper. And Arun said that, no, don't throw the paper. Let me see that paper. I just want to see the paper. Give it to me. So Arun took the paper from Seema. So something, it was like CLP like this. So why somebody will write CLP? It's not CLP. So Arun took the paper and saw it very carefully and said that it is not CLP. So this part is actually torn. So this is ELP, not CLP. And nobody will write ELP, but it should be some HELP, help. It should be something HELP, help. And this particular part was torn, and Seema got only this particular part of the torn paper. So now that means if it is help, no, then do you think it could be help? Asked Seema. So then when Arun was looking at the paper there, like this, and then Seema asked, it could be help, right? Somebody might have written help. Help, my goodness, somebody is in trouble. So Arun immediately said that yes, it is actually help, and here somebody is in trouble. So we should go and we should find him. Actually, he needs our help. Maybe he or Hasima said maybe or her. It may be he or it may be a her. It may be a man or a woman. But where do you go? But where do we go? There is no one in the old temple. But where should we would we search him? I went to the temple. There is nobody. And I went to the cave. There is nobody. And so there is no one in the cave also. There is no one in the temple also. So where this man is right now? Where can we find this man? Okay, now what we'll do is we'll try the Meena Bazaar. We'll try the Meena Bazaar. And to go to the Meena Bazaar, maybe Meena Bazaar was somewhere here, and these people were here, right, standing here. And there's a secret passage. There's a secret passage which goes to the Meena Bazaar, right? There's a secret passage that nobody knows. So these people, they love adventures, right? They always come in search. They explore the things. So then they know that there's a secret passage. So Meena Bazaar, no, it was once a very, very popular market for the royal ladies. That means the princes, the princesses, the queen, and other royal ladies, no, like who belong to the king's family. They used to buy the materials over there, right? But now it's not that popular market. Now it's only a ruins. You can see the stones are falling down. Okay, it's completely it's completely ruined now. A secret passage is connected to the market. So now they thought of that, and then we shall go and we shall look into the market. So both of them ran towards it. They ran towards the secret passage, and for their surprise, they found a man with his hands and feet tied up. So when they entered into this passage, they saw a man was tied up with his hands, and also legs were tied up, and there was a gag in his mouth. There was a cloth in his mouth that will prevent somebody from speaking. If there is no cloth in that, he would definitely shout and ask for the help. That's why somebody has put some cloth in his mouth. And this man was struggling very hard to free himself, to get his rope which is tied his hands and legs to come out. So he just wanted to come out of that. So he was struggling, and the children, they did not go and untie him, but what they did, they removed the gag from his mouth, and also after that they helped him free his hands and also legs. Now this man was completely free, and he said that, hurry, the man said, hurry, come on, you have to run from here or the smugglers will be back. What he said is, come on, now it's already late, come on, run from here, otherwise the smugglers will be back. That means this person was tied by some smugglers, some kind of people who are involved in some illegal activities, like which are to bring the goods illegally from one country to the other country, or some other illegal activities. So that's why he was saying that, so the smugglers will come back, so we have to we have to run away from here. So the three of them, they ran through the secret passage. Okay, until they came out of the secret passage, and they were soon out of breath. Then now they were exhausted and they were tired. Don't stop here, don't stop now, come on, he panted. The man, he was breathing heavily, panting in the sense breathing heavily. So he said that, come on, run, they'll be back at any moment. So we should not stay here. It's not a right safe place for us, so we shall move from here. And they ran and they reached the home. And the grandparents who were waiting for them, they were shocked and they were surprised to see them. Now Seema asked the man, now tell us who you are. Seema asked the man, okay, now we have come to a safe place. This is a safe place. Now tell me who you are. And why are you tied up? And why some people tied you up? Now tell us the reason for that. I tell you the whole story, but first call the police. He said that, okay, I will tell you the whole story. But first of all, you call the police. I just want to talk to them. And the man, the police, like they arrived they called the police and the police arrived in no time. And the man who they freed is a police officer in a mufti, in a plain uniform, in a colored dress. So he's none other than a policeman whom they freed. So he was actually in his color dress or in the mufti, so that nobody can recognize him, identify him. And this man in a colored dress and a mufti, he was following some smugglers, and they looked at him and immediately they caught him and tied him and put in the passage. So before that, when he came to know, when he know that they are going to catch him, he managed to write some word help on a paper and just threw the paper over there. And Arun and Seema, they saw the paper and they understood that somebody needs some help, and they helped. They saved the man who is a police officer, and they were going to kill me. Actually, they actually planned to kill me, but thanks to you, because I'm safe only just because of you. Now what we'll do is we will go and catch the smugglers at them. And so now we will go there and we will catch the smugglers. So thank you very much, they said to him, Seema and Arun. Now Seema said, what an adventure, what a daring act. We saved a police officer from getting killed by the smugglers. Wait till I tell my friends about it. So I'm really very much eager to tell this to my friends. I just want to go and tell to my friends. Arun said, come on Seema, nobody will believe you. If you go and say that we freed a police officer, we untied the person, and so nobody will believe your story. And grandmother was sitting there. That's enough, children. It's a time for lunch. So children, that's enough. And now come to the lunch. Who said that? Grandmother said that. So they all left the talking and they went to the lunch. Isn't it it's a great adventure? So you should actually appreciate the courage of the two people. They did not run away, and also their intelligence, right? So when they saw the paper, they were able to guess that it was help. They were able to guess that it was help, and also they thought that the person will be hidden there, and then they went there and they saved him. Okay, that is what the courage is all about. Okay, so this is really an adventure for Seema and Arun. Okay, children, so that's all for today. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Take care.